Hello and happy Sunday, everybody. This is Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and today is Sunday, September the 20th. And yeah, we're just kicking it through this year. I know I said that last week, but this is chat number 191, Boost Your Confidence. Already blowing through September. Super excited to see who's going to be here tonight. As I told you all, Facebook changed some things a couple of weeks ago. And so your notifications are coming up a little bit differently. So please do say hi and hello so that I know that you are there. Otherwise, not sure I will know. And if you are brand new, please do let us know because we would love to welcome you. But again, I am Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and it is Sunday, September the 20th. We are here in Knoxville. Hello, Marlene. We had a beautifully chilly start to this morning. It was a gorgeous, gorgeous day. If you live in East Tennessee and you did not go outside today, shame on you. Hello, Rita. Hello, Lynn. And Lynn, this is the second time I've seen you today. Hello, Rosie. But it is so nice to see everybody. I hope everybody had a fabulous week. And I see that my Christy has popped in. She visited me here at Casey Kitchen Center this week. Hello, Evie. If you want to pop by, I'm here most days. I'm not going to promise that I'm here every day unless you call ahead. Hello, Marianne. But we are at 5902 Kingston Pike, and we do have almost everything that we talk about in our live chats. We have almost all of it here. And I love to answer questions, and I love to see you. And I'm going to pretend like I love to do air hugs and air kisses. That's what my Christy and I had to do this week because, you know, we still can't touch each other and still have to wear masks. But anyway, hello, Naomi. Let's see. Hello, Naomi. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Trish. Second time I've seen you today. Hello, Claudie. Hi, Sandra from Dingman's Ferry. But yeah, y'all go ahead and greet each other. Let me know when you're here. Hello, Barbara. And again, if you're brand new, please let me know because we would love to welcome you if you are brand new on one of our other forums. So if you are on, if you're watching this later on Facebook, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you're just watching this through IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, still let me know because I promise I will still come back and say hello to you and welcome you to our little ragtag group. And hello, Kathy from Ohio. I think it's the second time I've seen you today. Hello, Liz. Aloha, Kathy. Hello, Tedders. It's been a while since I have seen you. Hello, Patsy. And hello, Elaine. Hi, Sherry. It's good to see everybody. Yes, and Christy says it's my Kelly. Quick, funny story. So funny. Okay, so yeah, the hostess, Allie. Hello, Mindy. It's the second time I've seen you today. The hostess, Allie. She knows I get a lot of solicitors. I get a lot of people trying to sell me things. I get a lot of people pretending like they know me. Hello, Janice. You know, just trying to sell us stuff. Coming into the showroom. And so she came. Oh, hello, Chris. Oh, Chris is camping by herself and she set it up all by herself. Yay. Good job. And hello, Sylvia. So Allie came back to my office and she said, hey, there's a lady out front to see you. Her name is Christy. And I said, okay. And I thought, you know, it's a customer or it's a new person or, you know, whatever. Hello, John from Home Base. And I said, okay. And she goes, well, she said to tell you that it's my Christy. And I jumped up out of my chair and started around the door. And she goes, that's kind of how she said you would react. So anyway, so my Christy got a warm welcome after I almost blew her off. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay. And let's see. Oh, Beth is new. So everybody welcome Beth. Hello, Katie from Minneapolis. But everybody welcome Beth. It's just Beth, B-E-T-H. Thanks for keeping it simple. Everybody welcome Beth. It is so good to see you. And we are glad you were here. Let us know if you have any questions. Even though I may or may not see everything and be able to answer them all, we have lots and lots of very experienced ladies who can help you. And hello, Barbara. Hello, Carol Lou. Hello, Charlotte is new today also, and it's just Charlotte, C-H, I almost spelled it incorrectly, C-H-A-R-L-O-T-T-E. Everybody welcome Charlotte as well. She is new. And hello, Barbara from Pennsylvania. So we are so glad that you all are here. Hello, Catherine. It's good to see you again. And yep, Janice is welcoming everybody. Awesome. Barbara is too. So that is so good of you all. So today, while y'all are still coming in, I will say that today at the 2:30 Zoom here in Knoxville. Sorry, I don't know who all was there because we were riding back in the Model A. And yeah, Pam says, I'm sorry, it's not okay. We need person to person. We seriously do need person to person. I know, I'm with you, Pam, on that one. But we were riding in the Model A. We went to, I think Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary, I think is Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary. I'm pretty sure that's the initials, but it's an old, creepy old jail that's here in Petros, Tennessee. Anyway, we went in the Model A today, and took John's parents and took Alyssa and Casey, and we had the best time. It really was a good time. I had saved up all of my points, so I went ahead and had a cheeseburger today. Let's see. Oh, hello, Vicky, and thank you very much. Okay, Vicky, I'll have to go back and look at that. I can't see all of that while we're going live, but Vicky has a message for us. And hello, Bernice. But anyway, so everybody who was at the 2:30 Zoom meeting here in Knoxville, sorry I didn't get all of your names. I don't know if y'all could tell or not, but we were riding, and it's in the back of a Model A, and the car was bouncing around, and Alyssa was snoozing, and I had just woken up from a little nap because it was a lot of walking today, and yeah, so I couldn't see everybody. Anyway, so hello if you were at the 2:30. Sorry I didn't get to catch everybody's names. I didn't get to see who all was there, but I know for sure Trish was there, Kathy, Orlando, Debbie. I did see you. Hello, Beth, and Beth is Lifetime. That is awesome. So anyway, so I saw you all today, and Barbara, we are going to talk about how I did on purple because I knew that was going to be on everybody's mind. And hello, Madeline. Okay, so real quick, if the extended free lifetime benefits. So if you are lifetime, okay, hold on a second. Hello, Kathy from Iowa. Good to see you. So if you have been, and hello, Sherry, if you have been free on lifetime during all of this COVID mess, your benefits are extended. Hello, Betty. Your benefits are extended through November. So they had been going month to month to decide, how they were going to be extended, but they are extended through November. And hello, Gina. But you will need to weigh in. So at some point between November the 1st and November the 30th, you will need to weigh in to continue those benefits. So they are good. Your lifetime benefits, if you're already lifetime, your benefits are good until November the 30th, but you will have to weigh in at some point between November the 1st and November the 30th. Now, I know the next question is going to be, what if I don't have a weigh-in? What if we're not having check-ins? What if we're not having wellness check-ins? What if we're not having meetings right now? What if? I don't have all the answers for everywhere across the country. I know y'all like to think I do, and sometimes I act like I do, but I don't. So if you all will just go to your app and then go to Coach, you can go ahead and check in with one of the coaches and ask them about your area specifically and about what to do if there is no way to do a wellness check-in in your area. Okay. And so you need to do that to get your continued benefits. I know November sounds like it's a long way away, but we're already in the 3rd week of September. So it is literally just around the corner. So I'm going to keep bugging you all about that until we get there. Okay. And summer charms. So I finally got mine. Not going to lie. It takes forever. So this is the first time that WW has offered a virtual only charm. I know Barbara says, even if it's a 4-hour round trip drive, Barbara, you're going to have to ask a wellness coach because I don't know about every single area. Sorry, I don't have answers to all of the questions, just a lot of them. But anyway, so hello, Kathy, I finally got my charm. That is what it looks like. So this was the summer 2020 charm, and let's face it, we needed something. We needed something to keep us going this summer because it has been one heck of a summer. But this is the charm that we got. Super cute. This will be going onto my chain of goodies. I got to catch a glimpse of some of your other, some of y'all have quite the full little charm things going on there. Some of y'all, that's going to get pretty heavy. Don't ever weigh in with those because that's, has to weigh a ton. But that is what the charm looked like for the summer 2020. It is over. So if you are asking me about it now, then you are like people. I've been getting a lot of questions on how to start this. It's over. It is done. Closed. There are no more. You're not gonna get any more. If you already turned yours in, you should still be getting them. I know they were pretty slow to go out. I guess because it's the very first time on the all virtual and just the way that they had to collect them. So if you were able to go to a wellness check-in, you could go ahead and physically get it. For those of us who had to mail it in because we don't have a physical meeting place right now, I want to say it took like 3 weeks to get mine, two and a half, maybe 3 weeks to get mine. So anyway, that was the summer challenge news. So moving on, who did get to attend an in-person workshop last week? So if you got, let's see, hold on a second. Oh, and Mindy. Okay, so Mindy is here, which is awesome because Mindy is a plethora of information that I do not have. And hello, Linda from Rock Island, Illinois. So Mindy says the 800 number is very helpful if you have lifetime questions, and to explain that there is no workshop within at least 30 miles. So do what Mindy says because Mindy actually does have information. She is suggesting that you call the 800 number. You can also, hello Sandy from Northeastern Kansas, and hello Barbara from the Crossroads. But she is suggesting that if you need to check in on how to weigh in, if you are really far away from a wellness check-in, she's suggesting you call the 800 number. You can also go check with one of the coaches on your WW app. So I think that's the smart thing to do. Do not wait. Don't wait until November the 29th and then say you didn't know what to do. I have already been warning you. This will be the third week. I'm pretty sure, hello Kim, I'm pretty sure this is the third week that I've been warning you about extending your free lifetime benefits. So I do not want to hear, and I will be reminding you, what will this be, 7 more times, I guess, 7 or 8 more times between now and November the 30th. Hold on. Anyway, so I'll be reminding you like 7 more times between now and November the 30th, but I do not want to hear that on November the 29th that somebody said, I didn't know what to do, because we've been telling you, we've been reminding you. As we get more information, we will let you know. I promise as Mindy gets more information, she will pop in and let you all know. We will get back to how I did on purple in the second half. And hello, Irma. So back to the people who sat their bottoms in little chairs. So if you're brand new, the way you chime in on things, you can talk. Sometimes I can see it and sometimes I can't, because sometimes they're coming in so fast, and Facebook has changed the way that they are showing me the comments. So like last week, I found there were several people that I did not see it when the comments came up. But you're going to do a thumbs up. So you've got there's a little thing down at the bottom where you can do different emojis. So, and Laura, okay, so Laura, what it was about the lifetime, real quick, Laura, and I'm going to tell you 7 more times. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Orlando Debbie. I saw you today. Is that if you were already lifetime, your benefits were extended through November the 30th because of all the COVID stuff. But you will have to weigh in at some point between November the 1st and November the 30th in order to continue your lifetime benefits. So that's what we were talking about, and we will talk about it every week until November the 30th. And hello, Myrna. Second time I've seen you today, and second time I've seen Lynn today. But if you sat your bottom in a little chair last week, you can either do the little thumbs up emoji that's going to go up the screen like this, or you can do thumbs ups like Lynn and Marianne and Katie are doing. You can do that if you sat your bottom in a chair, or if you attended a Zoom meeting last week. So for those of us who don't have an in-person workshop yet, then you can still do a thumbs up if you went to a Zoom meeting last week, or if you did both. If you attended here with us last week, you can do a heart, or if you did both, do a heart. So I'm seeing tons of thumbs ups and heart, tons of thumbs ups. I'm hoping that means you got to sit your bottom in a little chair. I'm hoping, because I would love to be able to sit my bottom in a little chair. Yeah. Good job. Okay, so everybody who attended an in-person workshop, a virtual workshop via Zoom, or with us here last week, or some combination of those, here are your Bravo stickers. So we still give out virtual Bravo stickers here at If You Have an Egg. And if you want real Bravo stickers, you can still go to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com and go to digital downloads, and you can print those off for yourself. Okay. Then also last week was chat number 190. And during chat number 190, we identified with our activities. So lots of y'all had really fun identities with your activities. So it was the activity identity connection. That was chat number 190. And your homework for last week was hashtag, oh, hold on a second, Trisha's location opens next Sunday. I'm so jealous. I'm seriously so super jealous. But your homework for last week was hashtag IMA. Okay, and the reason we were doing IMA is because in chat number 190, we were talking about identifying with your activity. So like Karen and I walk on Sundays, and we walk on Sundays, most Mondays, and most Thursdays. And we call it, it's our walk. And again, I never thought about this before the Zoom meeting 2 weeks ago. that I identify with that. I'm a walker. I'm a walker. That's what I do. I'm not a runner. I would love to be a swimmer, but I don't have anywhere to swim. But I'm a walker. So Karen and I went for our walk tonight. I put on my shoes tonight. So I identify with walking. But your homework last week was hashtag IMA, I-M-A. And if you are new, you're going to want to pay attention to what the homework is for this week, because we give out extra special badges. They're virtual, but we give out extra special badges when you do your homework each week. And at the end of the first 30 minutes, you will find out what your homework is. But last week for our homework for hashtag IMA, my first one was Lynn. Lynn said, hashtag I'm a couch potato. Okay, Lynn, I think that, and Kathy, you can still do the homework. That's no trouble. That's no problem. Just do the homework and I'll attach your badge. So Lynn says, hashtag I'm a couch potato. So she says, I really have gotten lazy during this pandemic with the gym closed for water aerobics and curves closed. Okay. So is that not all of us? Couldn't go to Planet Fitness, couldn't go walk for a little while because we didn't know what was safe and what wasn't safe. Knox County kept changing the rules. On and on and on. And Debbie, I would love to go down there and swim, but on and on and on and on. So Lynn, I think a lot of us became couch potatoes, whether we wanted to or not, during all of this stuff, especially during the beginning. So Lynn says, hashtag I'm a couch potato. I really have gotten lazy during this pandemic with the gym closed for water aerobics and curves closed. But this is the important part, and this is where Lynn earned her badge this week. She says, I'm trying to get back to baby steps. This week, she added 3,000 steps to her Fitbit, and she has met that goal every day. She's going to add another 500 each week until she can get it back up consistently. That's what it's all about. She didn't try to go from where she was at to 10,000 steps or however many, whatever her original step goal was. She didn't try to go from where she was, at Couch Potatoville, which we were all at. We were all there. But she didn't try to go from 0 to 100. She went back to 3,000, and then she's going to add 500 a week. So that, to me, that earns a big old bravo badge. So very good, Lynn. Excellent, excellent. Sylvia says, I'm a walker. She said she never thought that she was a walker. Hello, Sandra from Naperville. She said she never thought that she was a walker until the pandemic. And now she walks at least once a day and sometimes twice a day. And then listen to this bonus. She said, I really always thought walking was boring. But now that it's me time, she listens to Audible books. And she just figured out that you can borrow them from the library. Awesome. So see, Sylvia, you've got a whole new thing. So the pandemic is not all bad. Okay, it's pretty bad, but it's not all bad. And then Michelle says, I'm a swimmer, and I would love to have time to do that and have somewhere to go. So Michelle says, I'm a swimmer, and she's a crafter. So here's the double bonus for Michelle. She says when she thinks that she wants to snack. So when her hands, her hands and her mouth, when she's feeling snacky, she crafts instead. So she's a swimmer. That's her exercise. That's her activity that she identifies to. But because she's also a crafter, when she's feeling snacky, she can go and do her crafts. So for everybody who did their homework last week, bravo. Y'all did an excellent job. I gave out lots of badges last week, so y'all were with it. Y'all were super with it last week. So I can't wait to see what you do this week. Okay, this week, though, is chat number 191, and it is titled Boost Your Confidence. Okay. So if you printed out your weekly from last week, and I've been printing mine out in black and white, sorry, but if you printed out your weekly last week, they have 4 ideas on there that I really want you all to think about. So the people at WW spend a lot of time researching, looking at psychological studies, looking at emotional studies, looking at, digging deep, talking to people, talking to lifetime members, talking to people that have lost weight and kept it off, to try and figure this out, for all of us, because they do want all of us to be successful. So 4 things that they wanted us to remember this past week all revolve around something called, and I'm not going to say it correctly, but something revolved around a term called self-efficacy. Self-Efficacy. So self-efficacy that's a noun, and it's the confidence that we have in our ability to do something or in our ability to develop a skill, and it is a powerful WW force. It really is, because I never cooked before. So my sister was the cooker in our family. She did all of the cooking. I didn't do any of it. You know, when the microwave dinged, that meant that dinner was ready, because I didn't make food. You know, my sister had always done it. So self-efficacy is realizing that we either have a skill, maybe we just need to hone that skill, maybe we just need to start using it again, maybe we need to find a new skill. So it's something that it's the confidence that we have the ability to do that. So the first thing that they're talking about is hitting small achievements. So again, just like Lynn getting back up off the couch. So hitting small achievements, Lynn had self-efficacy in the knowledge that she had been walking way more steps than she currently was. But that self-confidence also let her know that she knew that she needed to ease back into it, not just jump in. Because if she had gone from 0 to 100, the chances that she'd stick with it, maybe not so much, but she has a much higher chance of this being successful, because she knows she can do it. She's done it in the past. She knows she can do it, and she's easing her way back into it again. So that was a perfect example for me for this week. Thanks, Lynn. The second one is you see others succeed. So there is some amount of self-efficacy in seeing others succeed. So if you see, if you see somebody else doing well, or if you think, wow, they're in the same situation I'm in, they work night shift, but they still are finding things to eat. Or they're a stay-at-home mom and they've got kids, but they're doing this to be able to exercise or whatever. But it's the self-confidence to know that you can watch somebody else succeed and you can learn something from it and you can use it towards your own success. The third one is feeling more balanced. So that one is a little touchy for some of us. So things like keeping an eye on your emotions. If you're worried or tense about something, if that tends to make you eat, maybe removing yourself from that situation. If you get frustrated, it doesn't have to be all about emotions, but it's a lot about emotions. And we do have chats that are specifically for emotions. Emotions are fine. They're normal. They're human. We're born with them. We were made to have them. You have to have them. You have to have them to get through life. But that doesn't have to be bad. You don't have to eat every time you're happy. You don't also have to stuff your face every time you're sad. So the self-efficacy to understand that there is something else you can do. You might not be able to make yourself not sad, but at least maybe you can call somebody, or you can go for a walk, or you can pet your dog, like the sleeping, snoring cockapoo that I have next to me. Dusty's he's sawing Z's right now. But that can help. Dancing can help. I know a lot of you all dance, as a mood enhancer, as a form of exercise. So, that can help too. And then the last one is get encouragement. So if you can surround yourself with other like people, hello, here we are. So if you can get some encouragement, there is self-efficacy. And I think I've pronounced it correctly every time. Woohoo! So I get an extra sticker, some kind of an extra sticker. But there is self-efficacy in getting encouragement from other people. There is absolutely nothing wrong with asking someone for help, with looking to someone who's been successful and saying, how did you do that? Or how did you do with that? Or what can I even do to get started with that? So that is going to be your homework for this week. Your homework for this week is going to be #ICAN. And then you're going to use one of the 4 things that we just talked about. So you can either do #ICAN hit small achievements. And you can tell me, like Lynn's, small achievements that she's going to hit over the next couple of weeks. You can do that. Thank you, Sylvia. So you can do #hit small achievements. Or I'm sorry, #ICAN. ICAN is the homework. So it's #ICAN hit small achievements. Or the second option is #ICAN see others succeed. So just, put down #ICAN and then see others succeed, and let us know somebody that you've watched, not stalked. Please don't stalk people, but you've seen, and say, I'm going to do that. So-and-so made a great recipe and I'm going to try it because it helped him this week. Or, whatever for the #ICAN see others succeed. The third one that you could try is #ICAN feel more balanced. So maybe you'll just type to us and say, you know what? I was feeling really upset the other day. I was feeling frustrated because my wellness check-in is not back open or my location is not back open. But hashtag I can feel more balanced by meeting with some of the girls that were in my group. Maybe you could do that. Maybe y'all could have your own little, wellness check-in and wellness meeting here in Knox County, as long as you keep it below 25 in an area under 600 or 900 square feet. I don't remember what it is. Y'all could still meet. You could still have your own little meeting. And the fourth choice that you have is hashtag I can get encouragement. Hashtag I can get encouragement. You could ask a question on here. You could talk to one of the other girls. You can come to one of our other chats. You can go back and watch some chats. So that is 4 different things for you to check on for you need to work on for your homework. You don't have to do all 4. You can do one of the 4. And I do have time to go back over them again. It is either hashtag, but it's all hashtag I can, I-C-A-N. So hashtag I can hit small achievements, or hashtag I can see others succeed, or hashtag I can feel more balanced, or hashtag I can get encouragement. So just remember to tell us what you did for any of those 4 or all of those 4 if you want to do it. Casey is working on our badge for this week, so we'll know what that's going to be either later tonight or in the morning. I don't know. She went on the field trip today. I don't know what I'm calling it a field trip. She went on the trip today to the penitentiary, so she may not get it done tonight, but for sure by tomorrow when she gets the YouTube up. But just pick one of those or pick all of them and let us know what you did with the hashtag I can, so that I can find you, but also so that I can find you, pretty please tag me in it. So to tag me, you're going to do the @ symbol. And if you're here on the Facebook page, it's going to be @IfYouHaveAnEgg. If you are in our closed Facebook group, which you can go request to join, just remember to answer the 3 questions. It's going to be @Kelly Green Milligan. If we are on Connect, I still have not gone back and changed my name yet, just because it's been wild here. But Scrap and Stamp 2, SCRAPN STAMP and the number 2. Or if you are commenting just on YouTube, you can just comment. Or if you're commenting on If You Have an Egg, you can just comment and I will see it either way. Okay, so that is your homework. Don't forget to do it. I expect to be handing out lots of badges this week, lots of Bravo badges. Y'all have been doing an awesome and amazing job. Okay, so we are going to take a quick break. It is not quite 8:30, but everybody wants to hear how I did on purple. And sorry, I'm a little dry today, just because we were outside for this tour for, I don't even know, 2 hours, 2.5 hours or something. So I'm a little bit dry today. So I'm going to go ahead and drink my water. Everybody take a break if you're new. Hello, Loretta. If you're new, go ahead and take a break, drink some water. Shoo, I'm about a quart low today. Oh, and Rosie has her iced cucumber water. And thank you, Sandra, for reminding me. So Rosie has her iced cucumber, and Orlando Debbie says you can search If You Have an Egg on Connect and find me too. So you can stalk me. It's okay to stalk me. Sort of, kind of. As long as you don't do it in a creepy way. And yes, Trish, I am drinking because I'm serious. I'm about a quart low. But I will say, we are not, oh, and thank you, Lynn. Casey makes these. Lynn said, I like your koozie. Casey makes these, and I'm telling you, this is the weirdest thing. So she started making them just because they were cute and because she loves to crochet. And hello, MJ. Because they're cute and she loves to crochet. But then we discovered that if we use these on our glasses here at work, that they don't sweat. Like your glass doesn't sweat on the table. And it keeps it ridiculously cold. Like it'll keep ice cold in your glass for like 4 hours. But anyway, but she likes to crochet and we love them. So we all have them. And we have them here at Crazy Kitchen Center. Okay, even though we're not cooking, I'm still going to put on my apron so that we know that it's the second half. So that we know that we have moved on to the second half of the chat. So, after we take our little break, we are back. This is the second half of chat number 191, which was titled Boost Your Confidence. So, I will say that being on purple for the last 7 days has both boosted my confidence and a couple, oh, so seriously, Sylvia, it doesn't sweat at all. The sweater, the little cup sweater that she made for me, and I have like 5 of these now, it does not sweat. The inside of this will be wet, but then it air dries. Anyway, Sylvia, we'll talk about these later. Okay. So being on purple for a week has both boosted my confidence and crushed me a couple of times. So let's talk about that. Okay. In case you weren't here last time, or if you were brand new, and sorry, I'm going to lean in again because it has been a long, long, long day. We went to a wedding yesterday. Let's see, we worked all day yesterday. Then we drove an hour and a half, went to a wedding last night, got back home at like 10, got back up at 6 this morning, drove to Petros, Tennessee, which is nowhere, but it's beautiful. Drove to Petros, Tennessee, and went on the tour, and then came straight back here, walked with Karen, got ready. Whew. So anyway, so I'm going to lean in because I'm a little bit winded still from today. Okay, and I got, just as a side note, oh, nope, I've got my water feature on. Hold on. Just as a side note, since we are starting this a little bit early, yeah, got over 10,000 steps today. So that's been a lot of walking. Okay, so last week, in case you're new, in case you didn't know, in case you were under a rock or something else, I switched to purple last week. And also in case you didn't know, I had some concerns about switching to purple. So purple, I think, is a great, great, great plan. I think it's a great plan for people who love to meal prep. I think it's a great plan for people who love to plan out their week. We had a girl, when we were still having our physical workshops, we had a girl, thank you, Barbara. We had a girl who, she literally had this down to a science. I mean, like, she knew what they were going to have for every meal all week and would have already been prepping, you know, a lot of it before the week ever started. She was like a ninja food prepper. I'm not kidding. She was like a ninja. So we all had like food prepping envy, you know, with her. But I can't do that. That's just not me. It's not my lifestyle. That's not, you know, that's not how we live. So I could be jealous, but it just wasn't going to work for me. But anyway, so I had some concerns about being on purple. So first, let's talk about my concerns. So it is time to report in. It has been 7 days, and I have been really sneaky about not letting y'all know how I was doing. If you want to see every single detail, I will be posting them this week, but I wanted to see how it went first before I posted anything. So if you want to see every single detail, I will be posting it all on Instagram. It's too much to post everything on Facebook, but I will be posting it all on Instagram, and there will be a few Insta stories. And again, if you want to follow it along on Instagram, it's just at IfYouHaveAnEgg, and you can follow along. Okay, so if you remember though, I had 5 concerns about going on to purple, and we're going to go over them really quickly first. So my first concern was time constrictions. That was actually my number 1 concern, was the restrictions on time that I have. So I own my own business. My husband owns his own business, and he works for another company. And we both manage both businesses, and we have a huge commercial job going on right now, and we have active families, and. So, and we're very involved in both of our businesses, sometimes to the point that we might be a little too involved. But anyway, and I do this. So, time constrictions, it's an issue that I recognize, and it's an issue that continues, and it's an issue that I'm still trying to deal with. 3 out of the 7 days that I was on purple last week, my first meal of the day did not happen until well after 11 a.m. Okay, so the days that are like that, so what happens is I come in, you know, I mean, I'm getting here at like before 7 o'clock, and if I already have an employee here waiting, they usually already need something, like before 7. So I'm trying to figure out what on earth they're doing the night before, that before 7 o'clock in the morning, they already know they need something, and they already know that they need my attention. So 3 out of the 7 days, I didn't even get my first meal, you know, because I mean, I'm leaving at 6:30 in the morning, so I'm not eating anything at 6:30 in the morning, or not at 6 in the morning before I leave at 6:30. And some days I'll leave at 6. But anyway, so 3 out of the 7 days, my first meal didn't happen until after 11 a.m. 1 of those 3 days, my first meal was not until 2:30 p.m. 2:30 p.m. That's ridiculous. But it's because I was trying to stick to purple. So I'm not saying this to scare you off from purple. I'm saying that's something I need to work on. So if I had been on green, I would have gone and grabbed a pack of peanut butter crackers, and I would have moved on with my day. But I was determined that I was not going to snack my way or green my way or whatever, that I was going to stick with purple for the whole week. So the day that it was 2:30 p.m. before I got my first meal, you can ask Casey, I was crabby. I had lost it. I had a meltdown at about, and I think the only reason I got to eat at 2:30 is because I finally just had a meltdown, and that is a big work in progress for me. So that is a big work in progress for me. I recognize that, and I think people who have the time or can make the time or who can walk away from customers, because I can't do it, yeah, it's still a big work in progress for me, but I applaud you. I applaud you if you have figured out how to do that, or if you have that kind of time in your day. Okay, the second thing was, I'm not a prepper. I am not a prepper. I can prep things. I can get them done. I can put them in. Oh, and Betty wanted to know if my blood sugar dropped by eating so late. I am confident that it did. I am confident that it did. It was not pretty, Betty. It was, you've seen those hangry commercials? I had it. I think I even used the word martyr. I think I even told Casey, hey, I'm not trying to be a martyr. I'm just hungry. So y'all are going to have to back off and leave me alone. You got to give me 5 minutes. You've got to give me 5 minutes. Okay, so I can prep. I can prep like there's no tomorrow. And then I'll make it about 2 days in and I'll go, no, I'm tired of that. So what I decided to do instead is I prepped 3 things ahead that I knew that I wouldn't get tired of. So the 3 things were, I went ahead and made an entire batch of the low sodium Dax ranch dressing, which, by the way, just to let you know, we've already sold out of this twice here at Casey Kitchen Center. I'm right here on my Dax low sodium on the seasoning itself. So I'm already halfway. I've already used half of a container in, what is this, not even 2 weeks? I think we tried it 2 weeks ago. So yeah, already down to half of the container. But, so I prepped 3 things that I knew I wouldn't get tired of, and one of them was the low sodium Dax, the dressing, the actual ranch dressing, to dip carrots and cucumbers and stuff like that in. So I went ahead and pre-made enough of that for several days because I knew I wouldn't get tired of it, and I didn't. And I went ahead and prepped that recipe's already on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. And Betty says I turned into a crazy lady. My blood sugar drops. I think Casey would agree. I think she would agree that I turned into a crazy lady that day. And then I went ahead and made a big batch of the plant-based taco soup and had that ready and in the refrigerator. And I didn't get tired of that. And then also I went ahead, and that recipe's already on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. And then I went ahead and made some hard-boiled eggs. So I had all of those. And the hard-boiled eggs, you can learn how to make them in the air fryer. That's in another one of the chats. So it was a small step. It was a teeny tiny step, but it kept me from throwing in the towel. So just having those 3 things prepped and ready to go. And Kathy, you're so right. Hangry is so bad. But having those 3 things prepped kept me from throwing in the towel. So, because when I got to 2:30 and hadn't had anything, I was like, doggone it, I've got taco soup in there I can have. I don't even have to make anything. I just have to put it in the microwave. Okay. The number 3 thing was, I'm a bacon lover. So I wasn't going to be eating much meat during this. I do love my bacon, hence the candied bacon recipe, bacon, whatever. So what I did instead is I planned, and Loretta wants to know if I'm going to go back on green. Not yet, but wait till we get to the end of this. So I planned bacon for breakfast on day 7. So I just went ahead and said on day 1, you know what? On day 7, I'm going to have bacon for breakfast. And I did, and it was so that I would have something to look forward to, but because I had pre-planned it, it didn't turn into a food reward. So what I did not want to do is to say, I stayed on purple all week. My reward is bacon. I didn't do that. I went ahead and planned it for day 7 so that it would not become a food reward, and I had it this morning and I enjoyed it. Okay. My 4th concern was I don't know when to stop. So this is most like purple to me is most like the old Simply Filling program and simply feeling I actually gained weight on because, you know, if you could have all the eggs you wanted, I ate all the eggs I wanted. I didn't eat all of the eggs that I should have or that I needed. I ate all the eggs that I wanted, or all the beans that I wanted, or all the, you know, whatever else it was that I wanted. So, and Carol, I'm not saying you can't have bacon. I'm not saying you can't have bacon. I was trying also not to eat much meat this week. So I waited and had my bacon at the end of the week. But anyway, so I don't know what to stop. So I had to seek some advice on this one. And measuring out servings of everything, including fruit, helped a lot. So I went back and watched, I think it's chat number 78, if I'm not mistaken. We'll have to get a ruling on that chat number to make sure that that's the right one. But I went back and watched my chat on, or our chat on serving sizes, and I went ahead and just measured everything that I ate. I either already had it measured out or I measured it out before I ate it, including fruit, so that I knew what the serving size was. And that helped. But the best advice that I received, our fearless leader Gwen here in Knoxville, she suggested that I start with 1 serving of all the 0-point foods. And I was like, yeah, okay. And she said, and if you want a second serving of that of 0-point food, you know, and I was, you know, have one. And I was like, if you're still hungry, and I said, okay, well, that's the problem, is I never know until I'm stuffed. I never know when I'm done, like when I'm not hungry. And she said, yeah, but instead of getting a second serving of that food, try getting a serving of another 0-point food. That actually worked. So instead of saying, I'm still hungry, I'm going to eat a second banana, or I'm going to eat a second cup of beans, or I'm going to eat a second, you know, whatever, instead of eating a second serving or a third serving and a 4th serving and a 5th serving of the 0-point food, I switched to a different 0-point food and had a serving of it. That actually worked because it kind of, I don't know, it kind of stopped me, and maybe it was because I had to stop and think about it. It gave me enough time for my stomach to say, no, I might be done. You know, I'm probably okay. You could probably just, you know, stop eating now. So that seemed to work. So thank you for that, Gwen. Except for grapes. Every time I had grapes, I always wanted more grapes, no matter what I had done. But let's face it, I don't think any of us is here because we had a second serving of grapes. You know what I mean? Okay. And then the last concern was that my family is filled with civilians, so I have no one left in my family who would be willingly on purple with me, okay? So all of my family is supportive. I mean, like, seriously, I have the most supportive family probably of anybody. If I ask them, they will try their hardest to do whatever I ask them to do. But none of them signed up for purple with me. And without my mom, I didn't have a veggie buddy. So my mom was always my, oh, we need to make an entire meal out of nothing but vegetables and still feel like we've eaten something. She could do that, you know. She totally could do that. And she did it every single Saturday night. So without my veggie buddy, you know, I was afraid I'd be struggling, but we did okay. So I talked to everybody about it before we started, and I know they hate these meetings, but I did talk to all of them. And so this is what we did last week. Last weekend, everybody enjoyed my plant-based taco soup. And again, that recipe is already on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. But everybody enjoyed the plant-based taco soup. Yes, my Christy, vegan Nana. I know, and don't get me started because I'll get teared up. Anyway, so I have to get a drink of water instead. So last weekend we had my plant-based taco soup, which she would have loved. And everybody ate it. They ate it willingly. And I think everybody went back for seconds. I think everybody did. So that was a success. Nobody but Alyssa tried to eat anything off of my plate that I had already counted. So nobody tried to sneak a snack, you know, like try to sneak part of my snack. Because that happens, you know, fairly frequently. And I'm sorry, when I'm being strict, when I'm sticking, you know, when I've pre-tracked everything and pre-planned everything, and then if somebody steals something off my plate, I don't know, just sends me in the wrong direction. So nobody but Alyssa tried to sneak a snack or tried to sneak anything off of my plate. And it was Alyssa. I wasn't going to fuss at her. But Monday of last week, I had packed enough cheese for her to have. So we had all fruits and veggies except for stick cheese. And I had packed enough for her to have 2 stick cheese and me to have 1. Okay, she's 2.5. I packed her 2 and I packed me 1. She ate her 2 and then smiled the whole time she took my one out of my hand and ate it. Anyway, it's Alyssa, so I just ate some more carrots instead. Okay. No one offered me fast food all week. That was a huge help. So people being kind and nice and seeing that I haven't had any food and, and it's 2 o'clock and offering to go get me fast food, that is a danger zone for me, because I will jump on it in a heartbeat. You can ask Casey. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what my plans were for the day. If I've made it that late in the day and somebody says, do you just want me to go run and get you something to eat? My answer is always going to be yes. Always going to be yes. Always. So nobody asked me if they could go run and get me any fast food this week, which sounds mean, but it certainly was not. And yes, Kathy and Lynn, she really is. But it was actually helpful that they did not offer that. Yesterday, on our hour-and-a-half drive to the wedding after work, John and Casey went through the Chick-fil-A drive-thru, and everybody else had their normal Chick-fil-A stuff. But guess what they ordered me? They ordered me grilled chicken nuggets and a fruit cup. And I have to tell you, the Chick-fil-A well, first of all, the Chick-fil-A grilled nuggets, that's crazy how good they taste. How can they taste that good and be that little points? And I had 8 of them for 0 points. 8 grilled chicken nuggets for 0 points. And the fruit cup. And that was the best fruit cup I've ever had. It had apples, mandarin oranges that weren't squishy, strawberries that were not squishy, fresh, like, plump blueberries. Hello, Susan. And apples. It was delicious. And actually, I just realized Alyssa ate half my fruit too. Anyway, but they got me the grilled chicken nuggets and the fruit cup because we were headed to a wedding, and that allowed me to save enough points and enough of my dignity to be able to enjoy some of the wedding food. But I did not eat a cupcake though. Did not eat a cupcake. Decided wasn't worth the points. Okay. Now, enough about all that. You're all sitting there going, yeah. But how did you do? Okay, so let's see how I did. So I was complaining about swollen feet because swollen feet were from too much sodium, too much junk food, too much processed food. So I barely had any, really not much processed food last week. I did not add any sodium to anything, and my swollen feet were gone after day 2. I did amp up the water a little bit, but my swollen feet were gone after day 2. So the tops of my feet are feeling fine, and they look like normal feet again. The limping when I first get up, so it's not completely gone. That's from the plantar fasciitis. So remember, I hit this magic weight and my feet start hurting again. So it's not completely gone, but at least I can bear weight on it now. So I had gotten to the magic weight where I would get up in the morning. And if you have plantar fasciitis, you know what I'm talking about. Where you hold your, and yes, Alicia, it is, where you hold your foot up and you're doing this. You're walking on your toes, just hoping that the pain's gonna, subside a little bit, and then you can start walking again. So anyway, it's not completely gone, but I can at least bear weight on it now. So it's getting much better, and I've been able to walk farther, than I have after I get going, than I have been. And so I've gotten back into my morning workout routine again. So that is awesome. That has worked out really well. Okay. The tummy trouble was gone after the second day. So not bloated anymore, not feeling icky, not feeling so, so squishy, in the belly anymore. So that was gone after the second day. You all know what that was from. I'm not going to go into gory details in case anybody didn't sign up for that part. But that always being on purple always helps a lot with that. I got several people singing boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants. And if you've never seen that commercial, don't go looking for it because it'll get stuck in your mind. So, Angela, yes, it is plantar fasciitis, and I will do anything I can to keep from having surgery on it. But anyway, so the boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants. I can button up my favorite fall pants now. So after the 7 days, I can at least button them now. It's not comfortable, but I can at least button them. And the zipper on the boots that I love to wear when it gets chilly outside can almost zip. So we are well on our way to getting back to boots and pants weather. Okay, except for 2 servings of popcorn. I didn't add any extra sodium to anything, and I didn't add any sodium to the popcorn. It was just already salty. But I had popcorn as a snack two different nights during the 7 days. And that was the only real sodium that I had during that time. And we still got 10 minutes. Okay. And I got a blue dot all but one day, and the one day that I did not get a blue dot is when we went to the wedding, and it's because I used quite a few of my points at the wedding, but I had planned it, so that was good. So I got a blue dot. I'm not obsessed with blue dots, but that was really nice to be able to see, to see all of the blue dots. I did track breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack. So that was where I spent all of my time. Is I made sure, and Loretta, Loretta says she's been mixing 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, ginger, black pepper, and crystal red hot sauce with a little warm water to drink. Is that for the plantar fasciitis, or what is that for? And Sylvia says popcorn is her downfall on purple. So Sylvia, I got individual pop bags. So, and I only did it 2 nights. So that's all I did. But anyway, so blue dots. Oh, tracked. So I got all of my wins. I did breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. And I moved my win streaks, the streaking that we talked about last week, I moved that to dinner so that I had to go back and track. Okay, I'll go check that out later, Loretta. But I had to go back and check and track my dinner because I moved my streaks to dinner. You didn't see how to do that. You're going to have to go back and watch last week. But just like I knew it was going to be, because every time I do purple, I wish I could do it more often, but every time I do purple, I have a great weight loss. My tummy always feels better. If my mom was here, she would be saying, Kelly, it's because that's the way your body wants you to eat. But, okay, so my weight loss was, for the 7 days, drum roll, and that did not even wake Dusty up. I was afraid I'd wake him up. Drum roll, for 7 days on purple, 5.3 pounds. So I knew it would be. But I just, I can't do it full time. But I am going to go ahead and do it for a second week because like we talked about last week, yep, Rosie, 5.3. So what we talked about last week is during this pandemic. So with my mom getting sick and then passing away, and the pandemic, and not being able to walk, not being able to go to Planet Fitness, not being able to get some of the foods that I wanted, being trapped at work for 5 weeks by myself, on and on and on and on, that I'm about 20 pounds over goal. About almost 20 pounds over goal. So if you've been paying attention for the last couple of weeks, thank you all very much. And if you pay attention for the next 7 weeks, I only have until November the 30th to get back to goal, because I am not planning on paying, after November. So, I'm going to do purple again for a second week. So I have decided to go purple. Now, I'm serious. Those of you who do purple every single day, again, bravo to you. Maybe I can figure out something where I can do purple like once a month or something, just to keep, to stay on track, because my mom had me on purple every Saturday night. I mean, let's be honest. I was doing purple 1 day a week, for years. I was doing green 6 days a week, and then I was doing purple 1 day a week. But that's not a possibility right now, or at least not with her. But anyway, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to stay on purple for 1 more week. But what I'm going to do this week instead, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prep more. I'm going to have to prep more. I'm going to have some more things ready to go if I'm going to survive this week. I cannot wait until 11. I sure can't wait until 2:30. Sure can't wait until 2:30 to eat. So I'm going to have some more stuff that's already prepped where I can just grab it. So when that first person comes in at 7 o'clock and says, hey, I need to know about blah, 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 and they start talking, I can, whatever it's going to be, and I've already got some good ideas, but I can just pick it up maybe and eat it while I'm talking to them, because I'm going to have to prep some more to survive. Okay, the second thing I'm going to do is, I've already decided this, I'm going to go and hide and eat. if that's what it takes to be able to eat before 9 a.m. So 9 a.m. I'm okay with. I mean, I'm fine. I'm totally fine if it takes until, you know, if I haven't eaten my first actual meal until 9 a.m. It's once it gets past that it's a little dicey, but I'm just going to go hide if I have to. This is a huge old church building. So Casey Kitchen Center is in a huge old church building. There are lots of places, lots of little nooks and crannies and places to hide. And Debbie, that's not gonna. Debbie said even if you pack some food the night before and take it the next day, it's not gonna happen. I'm just telling you, it's not gonna happen. If it's not sitting over here in this refrigerator and I can't pick it up. I mean, I had the day that it was 2:30 before I could eat. I walked in here 3 different times to get a hard-boiled egg and could not even crack a hard-boiled egg. So yeah, it's already gonna have to be ready for me to pick up and, you know, and walk around, which is why I normally just do green. But okay, so I can go hold. It's a big old building. You know, I can pick a different hiding place every week or every day, and maybe they won't find me. The next thing is, because my foot's feeling better, I am going to add back in 5 more minutes. So I'm gonna. Oh, and Loretta, I'm sorry. Lynn says oatmeal packets are fast and easy, and Loretta says, what did your meals consist of? So I'll be posting about so I didn't want to tell y'all what it was this last week until I got my results of how I did. So this next week I'll be posting everything that I ate. So you'll get to see, you know, breakfast, lunch, dinner, even if breakfast was at 2:30. But number 3 is because my foot's feeling better and because I'm not as bloated and I'm not as sluggish. Then I'm going to add back in 5 more minutes to my morning workout routine. So I've decided I've got a different workout routine that I'm doing instead of, I've got a different workout routine that I've been doing instead of walking in the morning until my foot feels better. But it's back up to 10 minutes. And so this week I'm going to add 5 more minutes to that morning workout routine. The next one is I'm going to add back in a little more lean protein and some whole grains, you know, back in. So I didn't eat much meat last week, even lean protein, and I did not eat hardly any carbs last week. So I'm going to add some of those back in this week. But again, I wanted to get that first week under my belt, just rip that Band-Aid off and go ahead. So I'll be adding some of those back in. One of the things that we're going to make this week, I already bought the ingredients for it. We've got a crock pot. We can get it going. Everybody here at work will be on board with this. I'm going to take the Olive Garden pasta e fagioli recipe that we have on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and I'm going to change it into a plant-based recipe. Excuse me, that's going to be low points on 0. So that'll come later this week. But I'm going to add in some low grain, you know, some carbs with that. And then I am going to try so hard, and it's going to take everybody around me's cooperation to get home in time and already have things prepped at home so that I can stop eating 2 hours before bedtime. So that's probably one of my other biggest hurdles is there are 3 nights a week that by the time I get home, find something to eat, make it, even if it's not hard to make it, eat it, then it's already time to go to bed. I mean, like, I'm serious. I'm putting that last bite of food in my mouth, and it's time to go wash my face, brush my hair, read a little, and then go to bed. So I'm finishing eating no more than 45 minutes before I'm laying down to go to bed. So my goal this week is to stop eating 2 hours before it's time to go to bed. Okay, and you're gonna have to watch my Instagram feed to see all of the updates. And Vicky, the cabbage casserole, please send me that recipe, because the more things that I can make here at work and get everybody else to eat, like they all loved the taco soup last week. They loved it, and I know they're gonna love the pasta e fagioli. And if I make it, and if everybody else is eating it, here's the beauty of this. So if I make it and everybody else is eating it, then they will leave me alone for the 10 minutes that it takes, and then it's already hot because they've already reheated it back up in our crock pot here at work. Okay. So you're going to have to watch my Instagram feed next week because that's the easiest place to pose rapid fire, you know, things that we had last week. The ranch dressing recipe is already on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. The plant-based taco soup is on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. And yes, Loretta, it is with beans, and it's delicious, but I'm going to turn it into a plant-based one this time, so it won't have any meat in it. And if you did not get any ranch I'm going to order some more because we've sold out of it again. The Pepper Pizzazz we're almost out of again. But I'm serious, I've used a half. I've already used half of this container. So grab the ranch while you can. But if you are, if you have any ideas, any great purple ideas and things that could already be here, could already be hot, that I could, you know, serve to everybody else too, so that we can all be in this together and they don't even know, like they didn't know that they were eating on purple last week. I know, Christy, no, I put Asian Zing on the order too, because Christy came by to get that and we didn't have any. My Christy came by. But anyway, so any suggestions I would appreciate. I'm going to try it again for another week and I will let you all know next week what those results are. But you can, yeah, you can follow it on Instagram and see how it goes. Oh, and Barbara's been putting the pumpkin spice in her coffee. Yummy. And Rosie wants to know what recipes we will have for other flavors. We have recipes for some of the other flavors. But thank you all very much for being here. If you are watching this on YouTube, just go ahead and click up here. That's going to be the next video, or just let it roll over to the next video. We have 191 chats that you can watch. 191. Or you can listen to them. When we have other videos too on there, and we have, ooh, Loretta, I'll go back and look at that in a second. And if you have not subscribed yet to YouTube, you can click the little button down here and go ahead and subscribe and click the bell so that you'll know every time we post a YouTube video, and Casey usually posts those on Mondays. If you would like anything from our Spreadshirt store, which we are just under $200 away from getting, get it, Loretta. We're just under $200 away from getting our new camera. So this lovely apron that Rosie suggested came from the Spreadshirt store, and that link is right there. The t-shirt that I have underneath it came from the Spreadshirt store, so that is over here. But y'all have an amazing week. Don't forget to do your homework. So y'all are amazing as always. I love giving out your badges, and I can't wait to see what you come up with for your homework #ICAN this week. Have a great week, and I'm going to take this snoring dog and take him home. But y'all have a great week, and I'll let you know how it goes. Good night.